Hello everyone and welcome to the Gaming Club. In today's video, I would like to talk about what's going on in State of Survival this week. We have a new patch 1.9.61 with 3 major changes. We have developers' feedback published on the Facebook, we have public test server reopened, and we have a lot of other news. Let's get into it. I was able to record this video thanks to BlueStacks. It allows me to play State of Survival on my computer and record high-quality videos for you guys. If you'd also like to play State of Survival on your PC, there is a referral link to download BlueStacks in the video description. Go check it out. So let's start with developers' feedback. It was published today on the official State of Survival Facebook page. The first one about the T11 Troops. So far, we have implemented T11 Troops in PTR, which is public test realm or public test server, and state 1 for test purposes. It is not the final version of that feature. Dev team is doing research and survey to collect players' feedback now. In the near future, developers will improve T11 Troops based on the feedback collected from players. We won't expand the T11 feature to more states before we are sure the feedback will be accepted by our players. That's cool. I like it, and as many other players, I was personally a little bit scared when I saw the requirements for T11 Troops. By the way, you can find them now on the thegaming.club website. So for one branch of T11 Troops, you need approximately 15,000 plasma cores. And of course, with the current rate that we get like 15 to 20 plasma cores per day, that will take, someone calculated like 6 years or something like that to farm all those cores and to get all the buildings and T11 Troops upgraded. So that's not cool, and I'm glad that developers acknowledge that. I wish they sort of done that faster before all the players got so nervous and upset about the new requirements. But okay, fine. They took the time to get the feedback. So we'll see what is the final version when the feature will be implemented on the public server. It is indeed implemented in state 1 right now, and typically the things that are implemented in state 1 are released on the public server 1 week later. So I don't think the T11 Troops will be coming next week, and if they are, well, that would be interesting to watch. Okay, next one. Increase in daily plasma output. It is confirmed that developers will increase the daily free plasma output in states that have unlocked level 5 plasma tech, state older than 22 weeks. Players will have access to more free plasma every day, and the game team is also thinking about other methods to give away more free plasma to our players. This optimization will be implemented next week. Please stay tuned. Well, if you saw my previous video, I have shown that. I will show it again. So in the daily rewards, once you complete 2 last missions, there is 5 plasma cores here and 5 plasma cores here. So that's 10. And we had, I don't know, 10 to 20 from the radar missions. So that's now a little bit more. But I still think it's, well, far away from some normal amount of plasmas, because on Intel missions, the amount of plasmas has not changed in this recent patch that we are currently testing. Back to the developers' feedback. State marriage and alliance trade. Both of those 2 features are already in game team's development plan now. Wow. But the team needs more time to investigate further on details like how to handle the ownership of fortress, capital, etc. in the new combined states, how to synchronize the state development progress in different states if you want to merge them. Dev team needs approximately 3 months to complete the research, design, and test progress. The developers will update the detailed time frame when they have a feasible plan. Well, from my perspective, it's indeed quite a complicated change, trying to figure out how to do this and to make sure that the way the feature is implemented in game will be bringing more, I don't know, more joy and fun to the players than actually making more people quit. I don't know, it's tough, and I'm really glad that developers are working on that right now. And what bothers me here is that if they need the 3 months to complete research, design, and test progress, what is actually the timeline to implement it on the public server? If we have 3 months from now, which is mid-November, then it's December, and December we have Christmas. January, February, the testing is over, and then how many months they will take to implement it? And do all those players in that states are willing to wait all these months for the feature that is not guaranteed that it will be implemented? About Reservoir Raid League, we have conducted a test of the Reservoir League beta in the past 2 months, and developers fine-tuned the feature based on players' feedback and suggestions. The brand new Reservoir League Season 1 will be released officially online in late November. Wow, that's quite soon. We will keep updating info about the feature on our fan page. Great. I'm personally looking to Reservoir Raid League most because apart from the state versus state and the Reservoir Raid fights, state 135, there is nothing else to do because there is no more new content. And we are trying to kill Influencer Trap level 30, and we are close to do that. But apart from these 3 activities, there is nothing else to do. So Reservoir Raid League is very welcome, and I'm looking forward for the official release. About PTR access, we will give more players access to the PTR server. PTR is public test realm. I saw someone on Facebook asking that in the comments, like what kind of acronym is that? So it's basically a dedicated instance of State 1 where developers are testing all the new patches, not just the new events and features, but like completely new patches. So T11 Troops, that was first tested on PTR. Now there are 3 major changes that I will talk about later. They are also tested first on PTR, then they are moved over to State 1, which is the oldest state and acting like a pre-public test environment where the features are released almost polished, and once they stay there for a week, they are released publicly to all other states. So we'll give more players access to the PTR server as long as the player's game data and the device type meet the test requirement. By the way, they have already opened the public test server application. You can see that on my screen right now, or you can just go to the same Facebook page of State of Survival. There are certain requirements, like you need to use Android to do the testing, and you have to get the main account in State 1 to State 330. Once you meet those requirements, you need to fill in the form. You have 3 days left if you are interested, and then you will be selected. And if you are selected, you will get an in-game email. Now let's have a look what is actually coming in the next patch and what's the reason for the test server to be opened. There are 3 major changes in the game that are coming soon. First, and the easiest one, there is a new Alliance Throwdown event. I don't know how exactly it's going to look like because the event testing starts tomorrow. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel and check back it later. Once it starts, I will do a video to cover it. Second major change that I would like to talk about is to the influencer trap. So it has been completely reworked. First of all, the donation system. Now, when you donate the items, you don't just open the trap. You don't need that anymore, as I understood, but you actually add the buff to your troops depending on how many donations you received. So the more players donate, the more damage you will be doing to the influencer trap. That's how I understood it. We are going to do influencer trap on the testing server tomorrow. It should open at 21 o'clock UTC time, and maybe I'll be live streaming it. If you are interested to see the live stream, please let me know in the comments, and I can think to do that for you. Next big change was kind of long awaited, and I'm super excited that it's currently in place. The trap has 2 modes. The first one, you can just open it manually. Anytime as the cooldown timer has ended, you can just tap here and trap will be launched immediately. And the cool feature, which is really cool feature, is that now you can schedule the opening time. So in the second mode, which is called the reserve opening time, you can pick any day that you would like. Actually, it's the next 3 days when you would like to the trap to be opened, and here you can choose hour and minute when the trap will be opened, which is really amazing change to the influencer trap. I hope it will simplify the task for all the alliance leaders and the Air Force to better manage the trap and of course make it more available to the rest of the alliance members. Here the difficulty has not changed, so we have the same like 5 levels of the trap, and then it goes up to 6 levels, which is the same as in the old system. It just they renamed the leveling. So the difficulty level 5 and the trap level 6 is the level 30 at the current ranking of the influencer trap. And what is different here is that the rewards have been changed. As you can see, the amount of hero gear designs I think it has been decreased because right now on level 30 you can get 51 hero gear designs, if I'm not mistaken, and at this difficulty, which I'm pretty sure is the same as level 30 on the current release, we have 30 pieces. But I don't know, maybe just for the testing server, I would like to have a look myself and publish another video about it. And the third major change that happened in State of Survival in the upcoming patch is the change to Chief Gear. It's not only the visual appearance of the gear, but we also have way more levels. So now, as you can see, they have split the basic levels into more, and we have on each of the level, we have three like pluses or four. So legendary, legendary plus, legendary 2 pluses. So 4 levels on the gold gear, and we have 4 levels on the pink one, 4 levels the blue, and 2 levels of the green one. Okay, it's a little bit strange because they just changed hero gear to add stars there. I see no reason why couldn't they add the stars on the chief gear as well. So it's in line with the whole like system of the stars in game, where we have stars on troops, on buildings, on hero gear, and I would expect them to be on the chief gear as well. But this is a test server, maybe just for testing purposes, and later on they will add this. The idea here is the same as with the hero gear. Instead of waiting for weeks and months to upgrade one piece of the gear, now you have more levels and you can gradually upgrade the next tiers. So for example, the pink gear is well known between free-to-play players because one piece of pink chief gear cost 225 tactical gear designs, and it was not possible for free-to-play to obtain that many pieces without paying real money. Eventually, developers heard the feedback and they added like 10, 15 tactical gear designs here and there on different events with the crazy requirements, and it was super difficult to farm them, but okay, they still added them. So even on my main account, I managed without spending to earn like 50 pieces of tactical gear designs. And what they did now is that they changed requirements of the first levels of the pink gear, and you will need like 30 or 40, maybe 50 pieces of the tactical gear designs to get one piece of the purple gear. I don't know the exact requirements yet. Again, that's what I saw on other videos. And it's not guaranteed that it will remain the same upon the public release. But once it's done, of course, I will update the relevant page on the The Gaming Club website, and you'll be able to find precise requirements. But overall, my impression is that it's a good change, and it allows more players to upgrade their chief gear to more quality and to higher level, and at least get some competition against the pay-to-play players. So this was a sneak peek for you guys from the public test server. Now let's go back to the official server, and I'm opening my main account in state 135, and I will just do a quick overview of all the events ongoing this week in State of Survival. So first of all, we have state versus state, and we are competing against state 162. The competition is quite tough. The guys are putting a lot of efforts and they are scoring a lot of points. I think they beat us on all the stages so far, and it seems like we're gonna have guests on Saturday. I was thinking to stream a state versus state, but last time we had it against state 1 was not very exciting because there were not so many players, and the event ended like I don't know, in 20 or 30 minutes. I hope this time the fight will be more interesting, and I hope it will be worth watching. What's going on next? So the Alliance Showdown, we actually managed to reach Master League here, and I think we just crushed all our opponents. We found a solution how to better perform in this kind of event, and for you guys, I will share our solution on the website in the Alliance Showdown guide. So make sure that you check the link in description and try the way how we beat all our opponents and earned the Master rank. Next thing, Fortress fights, no changes here. race plays, I actually used all my backups saved to get better heroes because I was preparing for state versus state event, and I spinned like crazy. So you can see 120 times. It cost me a lot of backups. I hope it was worth it, and I can make a difference in the upcoming fight. So to help my allies. While racing, no news here. Then Plague Zone, that's the event I'm still waiting to be reworked. Unfortunately, no changes. Infected Horde, same thing, no changes here. There were several suggestions to add plasma cores to the Infected Horde event or the tactical gear designs to be dropped in this event. I support both. Next thing, Influencer Trap. So that's the old trap, and you can see there are 5 difficulties and 6 levels. And as you can see here, for the highest reward, so if you score top 1 place, you could earn 51 hero gear designs. And that's pretty much it, what I wanted to cover today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos soon. If you would like to support my content, you can do that on a monthly basis through Patreon, and there are some benefits on top of that, or you can do one-time donations through PayPal or Stripe. And of course, don't forget to check my website where you can find a lot of State of Survival guides, and I'll be adding even more guides soon. Thanks for watching again, and I wish you a nice day.